Hello. I'd like to share a unique perspective with you that I think is really practical, relatable, that can be helpful for you in your everyday life. So, your mouth is a portal. It's a portal, it's an opening. So, think of your mind connected to your mouth. It almost looks like a chute, like a trash chute, even though it's not trash. It's like, or a pipeline, but think of it as a trash chute. And throughout the day, you're going to get bombarded by thoughts. Some of these thoughts are going to be lower quality thoughts, and some of them are going to be higher quality thoughts. I'll give you an example. Let's say that you always have walls up. You don't let people into your heart. You're afraid to be vulnerable. You're afraid to be open because you don't trust people. That's understandable. I think all of us have that. But when you're with somebody who's really kind, you might have a thought like, I really want to hug them, or I really want to open up to them, but I don't think I'm safe enough to do that. So then you don't do it. That's a lower quality thought. A higher quality thought would be counteracting your natural ways, right? Where you don't let people in, and deciding, you know what, I'm going to give this person a hug. It's not going to be comfortable, but I know it's going to be very healing for me to do so. That would be a higher quality thought. And so if you then say, hey, can I hug you? You've just allowed more love onto this world. You've spoken a thought into existence that will become your new normal, that will become your new self in time. So another example would be, let's say you have fearful thoughts throughout the day, or you're constantly doubting yourself and your abilities. If you express that to people like, yo, are you sure I should do this? Blah, 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 blah. That's a lower quality thought, because you're buying into a thought that is instilling doubt in you. That's a lower quality thought. True unconditional love doesn't make you doubt yourself, okay? So if you speak that thought into existence, what you'll find is that the world is automatically going to mirror to you, because the world can't fix you. It can't save you. It's a feedback system. That's all it is. So you'll find that when you say something that's of a lower quality, the people in your life, because most people haven't learned how to hold space yet, the people in your life are going to be like, whatever, cheer up, blah, blah, blah. They're going to put you in your place. They're going to put you in check. That's because it was a lower quality thought that came out of your mouth. So when you speak into existence these lower quality thoughts, you're not helping yourself and you're not helping the people around you. When you speak a higher quality thought, then you're actually bettering your life. You're improving your circumstances. You're improving your situation. So be very mindful of what comes out of your mouth. Okay, I'll give you an example. Let's say that I already know what I want to eat tonight. Like, I know I want to eat sushi, or I know I want to eat Italian food. Like, I know that that's what I want. And then you and I get together. I'm like, yo, like, what do you think you want tonight? I'm still not sure. That's a lower quality thought, because I already know what I want. Okay. I'm not going to force that on you. If you don't want to eat Italian, if you don't want to eat sushi, then let's have a conversation. But if I know I want Italian food, I'll be like, yo, I'm really craving Italian tonight. What do you think? That person might be like, yeah, let's do that, because you spoke a higher quality thought. You were clear in your thinking. But if you speak a thought that's phony, where you already know what you want, but you're not expressing that, then you're going to invite more problems in your life, because you're perpetuating your own indecision. You're perpetuating your own people pleasing. So then the person's going to be like, I don't know, what do you want? Blah, blah, blah. And it's going to turn into a whole thing, which is fine if that's how you want to play that night. If you're truly indecisive, it can be fun to come up with a solution together. But if you know what you want, speak that higher quality thought into existence, and that's going to manifest that reality. You're going to end up having Italian food. If you speak a lower quality thought, you might end up having Chinese and being resentful. You did that to yourself. No one did that to you, right? Because you took on board a thought that was of a lower quality. You spoke it into existence, right? And because of that, you infected the world. You added to your indecision. You added to the confusion. So It's a silly example, but it's true. So every thought you speak is important. I'll give you another example. Let's say you're newly dating somebody and you want to start being more open. You want to start feeling more secure. If everything that comes out of your mouth is coming from a place of insecurity, like, oh, can I trust you? Are you sure I can trust you? That's a lower quality thought. Okay? So then it's going to create so many problems when the whole time the person is like, yo, just love me then. Just love me. Be here. Stop feeding into your own insecurity and your own unsafety. Just be safe. Be secure. Trust me. Yeah? So the higher quality thought would be, hey, if you really want to start feeling secure and safe, be secure and safe. Be the person that you want the other person to be. Be that person who's going to embrace you. Don't question yourself. Don't question them. So that higher quality thought, right? If you speak it into existence, it's going to be something like, hey, babe, I'm so happy to be with you right now. Hey, babe, you're such a blessing in my life. Hey, babe, I love what we have. That's a higher quality thought because it's in alignment with who you want to become, right? Another example, I'm just talking nonstop today. Another example, if you've been feeding into fearful thoughts around money, that's okay. But now, are you ever going to be abundant if you keep speaking those thoughts into existence? Like, oh, that's too expensive for me. Oh, that's too hard for me, blah, blah, blah. No, you're speaking your own limitations into this world. So your reality is always going to be limited because you're doing that to yourself. Because you're believing the lower quality thought that's telling you it's too hard or you're never going to have that. You're feeding that thought. It's like a trash chute. That thought is plopping out into this world, and then you're creating that reality. But if you've been afraid of money, but you don't speak those thoughts and you go, okay, what is my highest reality? What does that look like? I'm abundant. Okay. So is saying that I'm afraid of money going to feed that abundance? No, it's contradictory. The higher quality thought would be like, hey, babe, I'd love to go to a really nice dinner tonight to feel what it's like to be abundant because that's what I'm going to be. Now you're starting to align your intentions. You're starting to align your actions. You're speaking thoughts into this world that have a higher quality. So be mindful of your mouth. What is coming out of your mouth? If you're always defensive with people, then you're feeding your own control. There's no need to defend anything in this life. If you don't agree with what someone tells you, just don't agree. But feed the higher quality thought that's telling you what they're saying isn't true. Right? If you know that what they're saying isn't true, then you're feeding the higher quality thought. If you believe that what that person is telling you is true, right? They're making you doubt yourself, they're criticizing you, they're making you feel like shit, and then you get defensive, then you're allowing a lower quality thought out into the world, and that's going to create more problems. So that's my message to you today. Your mouth is a portal. So be acutely aware of the thoughts that you invite into your mind and the thoughts that you're feeding. Because when you stop feeding the lower quality thoughts, they're not going to come around anymore because they can't get food from you anymore. Your mind is going to be blank for the most part. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. I love you, my friends. Take care.